And there is Kyle Busch, some damage to the cars because a cable was on the track. That's why we are now under a red flag right at 126 laps. That's 189 miles.
Yeah, and that's serious damage. We're talking about speeds at 200 miles an hour. You need your aero to be intact, to be fast here. That team can probably repair that, Chris, but it's going to set them back.
The update, because of the cable on the track causing some damage to some of the cars, if you've tuned in a little bit late. And Michael, we've talked about a long night already. It's the longest race of the year. It goes even longer, but the drivers and crews do get a break. So not only adjustments on the car, how about the thoughts going through the head of some of the drivers? Certainly Kyle Busch frustrated with some of the damage on his car. Don't know the exact reason why, obviously, but it came down onto the track, caused some of the delay, some of the damage, some of the drivers reacting. Obviously, it's a camera that is above, that NASCAR works with us on to give you great views of the race, of the action. But because of a malfunction, it has caused a problem, and no doubt hoping for an update on Twitter.
Yeah, and there's Kyle Busch. He's going out to take a picture with his Sprint phone of the side of his car so he can share that with his team so they can come up with a game plan about how they will try to repair that car. So the teams aren't allowed to work on the car at this point. Kyle's getting them as good of a look at what's gone on the right side so the team can react to this and fix the car.
Here is the camera we're talking about, our Fox camera that we bring to big events whenever we can to give you all angles, an overhead view that has certain cables that go in different directions. Our director, Artie Kempner, producer Barry Landis, try and move that around to make sure we get the best action. So a part of that cable, from what we have confirmed here now, did snap and came down onto the track. Some of the cars ran over it, as we've been discussing, Mike, and breaking down as best we can and understanding the effect that it's had. And thus the caution flag first to understand exactly what happened, and then the red flag where we stand right now.
We're hearing, Chris, that the support lines for this camera are perfectly intact. It was the drive line that moves the camera back and forth that came down. So there's no danger in that camera falling onto the racetrack. It was just the drive line for that camera.
Now the yellow flag, NASCAR allowing drivers' cars to go into the pit stalls for 15 minutes. Each car can be repaired, worked on, then the field likely to be frozen where it was at the caution.
Work going on here in the 18 pit, a laundry list of problems for Kyle Busch. He said the right front fender is soft, the rocker is weak. He said the crush panel is damaged and the nose is split. Kyle Busch was your leader when this occurred. He said right now his car is killed. As crew chief Dave Rogers said, we are going to fix this and we're going to show him what we're made of.